it all started at a Vic off-road at Broadford. It was halfway through the year in 2011. I was down there having a bit of fun, and we were doing a cross-country race, which is a 2-hour race. And halfway through the 2-hour race, I come into a left-hand corner, and we're going all good. I think I was in third or something like that, and I come in, and before I knew it, I got this real bad pain in my left leg. I didn't know what happened. It was in my knee, and I heard that someone was watching as a flag marshal, and they see my knee just hyperextend from where the handlebars were, like straight up, and yeah, I just pulled straight off. It was the most pain I've ever had in my life. And I pulled off, jumped on the ground. I couldn't stand up, couldn't put any weight on it. And yeah, before I knew it, the medical come flying up. They were checking if I was alright. I was pretty good with pain at the time, so I thought I was all good. But no, to work out, yeah, I did my ACL on my left leg. From that point, we decided to let the swelling go down in the left knee, and we went to the doctors and they drained 110 mils of fluid out of it, which was the most he's done in like 20 years or something. It was pretty crazy. A few weeks later, we decided to go to the Australian Junior Titles, which were in Murray Bridge in the year of 2011, and to compete with no ACL. We started riding from then, and I was doing my training. I couldn't run, I couldn't do any crazy type of gym work or anything, so I was just riding and trying to keep up on my cycle, cardio, etc. And I was at a practice track, and we're only 5 weeks out of the Australian titles, and I ended up coming out around a left-hand turn, and before I knew it, I was tumbling, and I looked at my wrist, and she was a big S-bender. I broke my wrist pretty bad. I needed surgery on that day, which we went to Daniel Hospital, got it all straightened out, whatever they had to do to it, because I was pretty well knocked out, I think. And yeah, probably a week after that, she was all over. I wasn't going to the Australian titles. We basically give up. After 5 weeks on the couch and doing no training and just give up on everything, I got pretty damn bored, and on Thursday I opted to get the cast cut off that night. It was a week previous from when it was meant to get cut off. The Friday we were leaving to go to South Australia for the Australian titles, and before I knew it, 2 days gone, I was on the line on Sunday, ready to do battle with the Australian titles with a fresh wrist, straight out of plaster, only three days old, and no ACL in my left leg. Midway through the week, the finals come around. I was meant to ride 3 bikes. I had to drop the 250 because I couldn't hang on to it with my left wrist. The 2 strokes a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to ride. I was sitting third on the 125. I was sitting first on the 85. So I was in the second race of the 85. I come into a left-hand turn, and yeah, was leading the race in a happy place, doing my own thing. No one was really around. I was going really well actually, and I come into a left-hand turn and bang, done my knee again, which was, yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I twisted back and caught on a rut, and that time the same pain, the same swelling. I knew my week was over, and we headed straight back to the pits, and I got out of my gear and we basically headed home. After we got back from the Aussies, I had a regional race coming up, which was the week after. Went back to the same doctor, got my knee drained again. My wrist was getting better and stronger as time went on. We ended up going out to a track called Yarra. It was a pretty good track. I didn't mind it. We were on the 125. I was heading down to do practice, and I was in a lot of pain. My wrist was still really sore from like the week before at the Aussies. My leg was still a balloon. It was huge. After all the drainage and that, it worked, but it didn't get to how I wanted it to, and I was going down, I couldn't even get my leg bent to sit on a bike on a foot peg. So we went to practice, went out, got smashed. I was just stand up everywhere, same on the 85. And once my leg warmed up a little bit, and the wrist wasn't too bad. I was more worried about the knee. The first race in the 85, I come into a right-hand corner. It was this little right-hander up a hill. I hit a boulder, and before I knew it, I was got flung straight off the bike, leg out, bang. This is my right leg, twisted it backwards, right leg, ACL gone. That time, I was sitting on the ground, there's bikes hitting my bike, I was leading at the time. It was all bad. I was sitting there, I didn't want to get hit by a bike, so I was crawling off the track. I was punching into the dirt because I was in that much pain, and at that time, I was so close to giving up.